What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lineman Football, and today's video will be a review for you guys on the Under Armour Combat 3, specifically Lineman Football gloves. So I guess we'll just get into the video. Okay, guys, so at the start I'm just going to give you a quick tour. As you can see, we do have all this padding on the top here. Everywhere it's black, there's padding. Everywhere it's white, there's just fabric. Pretty simple about these gloves. Okay, so as you can see, we have full padding on the top here. We have some perforations on the fingers just for a little bit more movement. And we have just a fabric material here. We also do have the cuff strap here. And it does come with a longer one that you can take off just for more kind of protection for your wrists. That's one thing that's really nice about it. It's removable. Also, I don't really like the colorway. I don't really like how it looks. I kind of think it looks kind of stupid, but you're going to hear more about that in a bit. Finally, we have the insides. We have some perforations on the top there. And we do have some padding on the palms, which is nice. Also, we do have this grip, which I have no idea what it is. Don't know what it's called, and I don't care. Okay, so as you guys know, I cover protection, durability, fit, breathability, and grip. Those are my 5. Okay, so to start off, we'll get into protection. So it is a really nice, thick padding on the top here. There's no pain whatsoever when it comes to getting it on the top here at all, which is really nice. However, I thought one of the most important places is on the back of the hand, and there's just none. If you look at even the Combat 2s, they have the full padding on the back. Don't forget to look at that video. My Hyper Beast 2.0s, they have the padding on the back. This is the only lineman glove where it doesn't even give you full padding, and I never understood it. Like, it's such a one-purpose glove. I just don't quite understand the glove at all, and I don't. To be honest, this was my practice glove only, and I didn't even like it at that. Okay, so for protection, I'm going to rate it a 7 out of 10. And of course the reasoning for that is there's no padding on the whole back of the hand. One of the worst things that kept happening to me this year is I'd have this and I'd get hit right here. Right on the meat on the back of the hand. It was always along right here. There's nothing really over here. It was all right along this line right here, and it was painful as shit. Next we have durability. So even the parts where it should be durable, it's not. It doesn't quite make sense to me. Again, so we have loose threads everywhere here, even the places where it's everywhere. Also, it ripped right along there on this fabric. That's another thing. This fabric is so thick and unbreathable on the top that it should not come apart at all, but yet it still does. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think this glove is a complete misfire. Even where they decide to do some kind of mixture thing where they mix between a sewn in and a screen printed label. That's coming off as well on both. So I don't quite get the glove at all. The only place it didn't is on this really rugged grip on the inside. For durability, I'm rating it at 6 out of 10. Okay, next we have breathability. So as I mentioned, we have this thick ass cloth on the back. We have all this padding. We have this material, which is unbreathable. And so there's no breathability. There's less breathability than my Hyper Beast gloves, and yet they have twice the amount of protection on them, and I just don't get it. So even on the inside, they tried to perforate it on but only the fingertips, on just those 4 fingers, and it helped. It did nothing, and then all it did was, when it was wet out, it just let more water in. So it was a really frustrating glove to wear for me this year, because when it was really hot out, there was no breathability, and there wasn't even enough padding here for insulation, and when it was wet, it made it worse because of the perforations in there, and this material on the sides. It's a glove that it's frustrating. Next we have grip. So again, with the grip, I have no idea what they were thinking with these gloves. They went 0 grip, just some kind of woven material. There's nothing to it. It's all just like, so even like trying to grab cloth with it is really hard just because there's no sticky property to it. At least with the Hyper Beast, they have that Hydra grip where it acts as both, and it's really good. But this is nothing. When we were doing tackling drills, we always do tackling circuit at the start. Every single time when I had to get up to go carry the ball, I'd have to take off this glove because there's no security with this at all. There's just none. So I don't get it. Even just trying to hold the ball, when I squeeze the ball, see, all it is slipping. I try and grab it, tighten my grip, slips right out. So for that, again, I rated it 0. Last thing we have is fit. So finally, something good about the glove. It has a really nice fit to it. It's really snug around the fingers. I think they got that right. Everything feels good. It really feels good in the knuckles And I do like the wrist strap as well. How that's one thing that Hyper Beast didn't have, is where you can either have the really long wrist strap to lock it in, or you can have the short one. I prefer the long one in the game, short one in practice, just because sometimes, you know, you're tired and you're off the field and you flip your gloves up, but you can't do that with the Hyper Beast. So that's one thing that frustrated me about that. Okay guys, there you go. So there's my, as you can tell, pretty frustrated review on these gloves. Luckily, these were donated to me by my friend Carter Lewis. Thank you, Carter. He donated them to me when he said he didn't want them anymore. He gave them to me for practice. So thank you to him for that. Luckily, I didn't have to drop this money on them. But it's just a complete misfire. I just don't understand it. Thanks.